My name is Andrew Worth, and I'd like to thank you for taking the time to look at the investment potential behind the proposed 12 acres worth farm, feed, and nursery store. Like most people, I wear many hats in daily life. I've been a licensed investment advisor for 25 years. At home, I spend my time as a farmer. Think of Old MacDonald with a tie. We have cows, horses, chickens, turkeys, dogs, and cats. Pretty much the works. We raise our own fruits and vegetables and preserve them in the fall. It's a lifestyle that's growing rapidly in this country, and it's often called the local food movement. So, what is local food? Gardeners and farmers that are driven to reinvent the small farm to produce healthy, nutritional, organic, and sustainable food for our families. Our goal is to have enough left over to share the excess with others at local co-ops, farmers markets, and with our neighbors and friends. While strong demand for small farm products exists, the supply of organic and heirloom products is lacking. So let's take a moment to take a look at what we mean by the term organic and heirloom. Organics, that refers to a practice, how we grow our foods. Growing organically means no use of pesticides, no genetically modified organisms, otherwise known as GMOs. We use organic matter fertilizers, no synthetics, no chemicals. The term heirloom refers to a lineage. These are plants and animals that can reproduce. The fact is, 10 companies produce 75% of all the seeds. These seeds have been genetically modified over the years. They've been engineered to be bug resistant, disease resistant, give a higher yield, and very specifically not to reproduce. If you dry out these seeds and attempt to plant them next year, they won't germinate, period. So, what constitutes a small scale or hobby farmer? Well, they can range from a person that has a small garden patch in their backyard to someone with a few acres, up to 100 acres. These small scale farmers need products and advice to help them. The fact is, currently there's no one-stop solution for someone interested in doing organic and heirloom farming. There are great companies out there, Tractor Supply. We have a local store called Kippert's, pet supply stores. We even have a local Black Lake organic store. All of these stores do carry some of the products that we need, some of the information that we need, but none of them are in one place. We have to go and search and hunt for the things that we need to do to be successful. To make sure I was meeting a real unmet need in this market, I conducted a 5-month-long feasibility study that helped me to form my business plan. I solicited the help of 5 consultants that have differing expertise in general retail, organics, retail farm and feed store management, and farming. I also conducted over 100 interviews with potential customers. These potential customers were members of 4-H, FFA, and equestrian teams. All are customers who frequent farm, feed, and nursery stores, and all were willing to share their opinions about what they liked and disliked. The solution? A new type of feed farm and nursery store that would offer products specific to sustainable organic heirloom farming. A one-stop farm store that eliminates the need to make a special trip to several stores. Organic products carried would include seeds, plants, potting mixes, and specialty fertilizer blends that will be specifically formulated to the plants that grow in the Pacific Northwest. Our company, this one-stop shop, will be called 12 Acres Worth Farm, Feed, and Nursery. We will provide products and equipment and education our customers need to be successful in all aspects of a hobby farming lifestyle. What products and services will we include? First, feed. Organic and non-organic livestock feed, including but not limited to horse, cow, goat, sheep, llama, and poultry products. We'll also carry pet food and pet supplies as well as grooming supplies and care products for all of these animals. Our farm products, farm hardware and supplies, tools and equipment to maintain a small-scale farm. We also will include heavy-duty workwear style clothing and other consumer products. Processing and storage of materials needed for sustainable products and long-term food storage. Nursery plants and solutions. Seasonal products such as seeds, potting soil, fertilizer, and gardening implements. Other related income items will include propane and rental farm accessories. Those things that people can't afford to buy but need maybe once a year. We'll also carry miscellaneous gift and craft items. All will be farm related. Now let's take a look at the operations. The 12 acres worth farm feed and nursery store will be located at 7002 Little Rock Road in Tumwater, Washington. As stated in the business plan, the property features a retail storefront with 6,000 square feet of retail space on 1.43 acres of land. The retail space has existing store fixtures, coolers, and a loading dock. The size of the property allows us to add a 4,000 square foot greenhouse and 2 feed storage buildings, still having ample parking for all of our customers. This location has excellent traffic exposure and also easy freeway access. As far as the legal status at 12 acres worth farm feed and nursery store, we will be set up under multiple business entities. The land used for store operations and storage facility will be set up under an LLC. The 12 acres worth farm feed and nursery store itself will be set up as an S corporation. The combination of the two entities will enable the company to have more flexibility and to take advantage of tax savings, as well as limit the liability of its owners. Who's this management leadership team? Well, that would be Andrew and Cynthia Worth. I have 30 years experience working with clients and customers in the retail and securities industry. I have a bachelor's degree in finance from Gonzaga University and an MBA with a concentration in marketing from Washington State University, expected June 2017. Cynthia Worth, attorney at law and co-president and CEO, has 25 years experience as the owner and operator of Worth Law Group LLC. Cynthia has a bachelor's degree in finance from Gonzaga University, Juris Doctorate from Gonzaga Law School, and an LLM in taxation from the University of Washington Law School, 1997. Her law practice focuses on business succession and estate planning. Cynthia has been farming in the Pacific Northwest for her entire life. She's developed proven organic composting and gardening techniques that produce superior results. She's also currently the chairman for the Thurston County 4-H Horse Program and a volunteer for the Tumwater Equestrian Team. My wife and I are lifelong residents of the Pacific Northwest, and we've owned and operated a small-scale farm for over a decade. The 12 acres worth farm, feed, and nursery will operate in the nursery, garden center, and farm supply stores industry. The farm supply store industry is expected to have limited but continued growth for the next 5 years. The organic food industry is expected to grow by 16% in 2020, according to TechSci Research. The health-conscious public has spurred a growth in small-scale urban farming, and the rise of organic food industry is supporting that. According to a 2013 report from the U.S. Department of Agriculture, around 15% of the world's food is now grown in urban areas. The amount of small-scale or urban farmers will continue to grow with that organic food movement. Tractor Supply is the only national chain store in this industry. Given the purchasing power of a national retail chain, they hold the advantage of economies of scale in selling national brand feed. Tractor Supply's focus is on the rural lifestyle consumer, we will have the advantage of a regional organic focus they have yet to embrace. Another store in the area is Kippert's Corner Feed. It's locally owned and it has been in operation since 1900. They offer farm supplies, feed, seed, fertilizer, stove pellets, and fencing. They also sell horse trailers and tractors. Kipper's does offer Purina products for livestock and pets, but they have a very limited selection of it and other products. Black Lake Nursery and Feed is a family-owned retail store that opened its doors in 2010. Black Lake offers nursery items, feed, wild bird and pet supplies, and sort of the kitschy comforts, knickknacks for the home. They are a provider of organic and non-GMO feed and other organic products, but they have a very small location and a very limited selection of products available. Finally, we have Eastside Urban Family Farm and Garden Center. It's a locally owned small farm and garden center. Their mission is to promote organic food production and environmental stewardship. They suffer from a poor location choice and a very limited product selection. With the growing number of small-scale hobby farmers and other consumers that are seeking a rural, healthy lifestyle, we're in a unique position to get in front of the crowd by offering an organic and heirloom focus complete solution for rural enthusiasts. Thanks to our extensive feasibility study at 12 Acres Worth, we know and understand our customers. Our primary target market looks like this. Our target demographic are males and females age 30 to 65. They're college educated, married, have acreage, and are in the $50,000 to $100,000 income range. Geographically, they live in Thurston County, Washington, shop at local stores, and occasionally purchase items online. Behavioristic attributes include being loyal to local retailers, they're price conscious, they buy in bulk, and they like to work with their hands. Psychographics include having pets, living a healthy lifestyle, they are outdoorsy people, and they use social media. Our most important customers desire healthy food, self-sufficiency, and land sustainability. Our customers tend to be more conservative and prefer to shop local. They're people who work with their hands and aren't afraid of taking on a difficult project or to get dirty. So what is our marketing plan? Well, we plan on meeting the needs of our customers as our number one priority. At 12 Acres Worth, we believe that a healthy lifestyle is a process. This process requires the right information, education, and product solutions that real people can use daily. Our strategy is really three-tiered. First, we're going to have a grand opening event. Then we're going to look at ongoing marketing and then marketing to the future. After our grand opening and a successful launch of the store, we will focus on the marketing vehicles that appeal to our target customers in our feasibility study. Direct marketing, public relations, online media, and social media. We'll also make use of traditional media, possibly in the form of radio and newspaper. We've established certain milestones to make sure that we're progressing towards our goals. Years 1 through 3 will focus on starting the company and building our local customer base and achieving a profitable enterprise. Years 3 through 5 will see the expansion of our product mix online and through social media. Past the 5-year mark, we will see the store model used to open new locations across the Pacific Northwest and beyond. That brings us to the finances. First year target gross sales for the store are approximately $201,181. This is based on sales of comparable retail farm stores. Sales are projected to have a 2% monthly increase for the first 5-year period. Based on the sales figure forecast, The store will operate at a loss for the first 3 years of operations. After that, cash flow and net income are positive and grow starting in 2021. It should be noted that the growth figures are conservative. The break-even sales for the store are approximately $28,623 per month by the end of year 2. At the projected sales figure, the store will surpass the break-even sales by the third quarter of 2020. Our source and use of funds. The 12 acres worth farm store will require financing in the amount of $350,000. The funding will come from 3 sources: personal investment from 12 acres worth LLC of $50,000, a small business association loan of $150,000, and an outside equity investment of $150,000. These funds will be used to pay for our startup expenses, which include, of course, our facilities, our equipment, our computer hardware and software, telecommunications equipment, the initial store inventory, and other setup costs. This leaves us with a capital balance to handle any shortcomings in cash flow for the first 3 years until we reach our break-even sales. What am I asking for, and what am I offering? As I previously mentioned, we're looking for an equity investment of $150,000. The investors will receive a 25% equity share in 12 acres worth farm feed nursery. Beginning in year 2, we will begin paying a quarterly dividend of 8% to our investors. I hope that you'll join us in this adventure.